Today we're going to have an honest conversation about what happens when life breaks. Everyone talks about transformation like it's this upward journey. It's a rise, heal, ascend. But the truth is, no one climbs without first losing their footing. The beginning of real awareness usually starts when something falls apart. Dissension is the word for that collapse. It's not punishment, it's what happens when the life that you built around your coping mechanisms can't hold your consciousness anymore. When we're young, we build ourselves like armor. We figure out what keeps us safe, whether that's pleasing people or achieving or disappearing or controlling. And those strategies work then. They keep us safe. They keep the system stable. But stability built on fear can only last so long. Eventually, the structure starts to crack. The relationship ends. The job stops fitting. The goals that used to drive you stop meaning anything. You feel this strange mix of confusion and relief, like something inside you has been trying to die for a long time and it finally got permission. That's the descent. Your mind thinks it's losing control, but what's really happening is your identity is being reevaluated. The parts of you that were designed to perform are breaking down because the deeper parts of you are ready to participate. From a psychological point of view, this is disintegration. The ego can't carry all the weight that it used to, and so the subconscious starts emptying itself. Suppressed memories, unprocessed emotions, everything that didn't have space before starts surfacing. Not to torture you, but to be integrated. The nervous system doesn't know the difference between danger and deep change. It reads both as a threat. So when you start waking up, the body reacts the same way it would to an actual emergency. You feel anxious or restless, numb, detached. You start questioning everything. This is the body recalibrating to a new level of truth. And most people try to skip this stage. They scramble to get back to normal. But the only thing that ever really helps is to stop running from it. You learn to hold still, to observe what's falling away without trying to rebuild it too soon. If you rush, you'll rebuild the same prison with new paint. The fall is asking you to see your foundations, not just what you believe, but why you believe it. Whose voice shaped the rules for your safety? What fear keeps you over-functioning? What part of you still thinks that love has to be earned? These questions aren't meant to be answered quickly. They're meant to open up space. Space is what the psyche needs to reorient itself. When you stop filling the silence, you start hearing the actual language of your inner world. You realize that your reactions, your tension, your exhaustion, those are data. They're feedback from your unconscious mind, and it's saying, I can't keep running this program anymore. The descent is your system resetting itself. To the point where psychology meets spirituality, the psyche falls apart so the soul can become conscious again. And the soul doesn't rise through force, it rises through awareness. You start seeing patterns you didn't see before, the way that you repeat certain emotional dynamics, the way you stay loyal to suffering because it feels familiar. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. And seeing it changes the equation. Awareness dismantles illusion, but it also removes anesthesia. You start feeling things you didn't want to feel, grief, regret, longing. Those are not regressions, though. They're part of the nervous system thawing out. And this is where compassion becomes essential. You can't analyze your way through a thaw. You have to feel it. When people say surrender, that's what they mean. Not giving up, but letting go of the fantasy that control means safety. Safety comes from truth, even when it's uncomfortable. At some point, something shifts. The emotions stop feeling like a punishment and start feeling like information. And you realize they were never your enemies, they were messengers. Each one carries a piece of the story that was left behind. Once you start decoding them, the labyrinth starts to open. You stop being trapped inside your own reactions and you start seeing corridors that you didn't know were there. That's the real rebuilding. It doesn't look dramatic from the outside, it looks like stillness. It looks like deciding not to explain yourself. It looks like saying no even when your body tightens. It looks like resting more, feeling more, listening more. Dissension teaches maturity. It moves you from performance into presence, stops you from outsourcing your worth, and it forces you to separate survival from identity. And one day, you'll realize that the energy that you used to spend just holding it all together came back online. The same awareness that once felt like chaos starts feeling like clarity. You'll still have triggers, but they won't own you. You'll still feel fear, but you'll know what it is. It's a memory and not a command. That's the rise inside of the fall. You don't climb out of dissension by pretending it's not happening. You walk through it with your eyes open, one honest moment at a time. The soul never wanted to escape the human experience. It came here to experience it consciously. So if you're here in the middle of it, feeling undone, you're right where you're supposed to be. The fall's not your ending. It's the part of your story where you finally start telling the truth.